He knocked again, but no one opened the door. For 34 years, Marcus believed his mother lived just one street away. He drove past that house hundreds of times, every single day, but he never once stopped. Do you know why? Because his biggest fear wasn't being rejected by her. His biggest fear was getting confirmation that she never wanted him in the first place. Marcus was born in Detroit back in 1991. Just 3 months later, he was taken into foster care. His entire life was defined by a single file, a piece of paper that held only 4 devastating words about his mother. Unfit. No further contact. That one word, unfit, shattered him. It was a label he carried with him, a wound that never quite healed. He spent years in therapy, trying to piece himself back together, trying to understand what that word really meant. Finally, at 34 years old, after decades of internal struggle, Marcus found the courage to order a DNA test. He just needed to know. The moment the results came in, his world stopped. One match appeared at the very top. The relationship, mother. The DNA match, 49.8%, and the address listed was on the same street he had intentionally avoided his entire life. He drove there, his car feeling like a stranger's. He parked across the road, his hands trembling so hard he could barely grip the steering wheel. He watched the house for what felt like an eternity. Just a knock, he whispered to himself, his voice barely audible. Just do Italiano. Taking a deep breath, he walked up to the front door. The first knock echoed, followed by a deafening silence. Nothing. He waited, his heart pounding against his ribs. He knocked a second time, a little louder, a little more desperate. Still, nothing. Marcus stepped back from the door, a familiar wave of heartbreak washing over him. The thought "I waited too long" echoed in his mind. He was too late. But then, just as he was about to turn away, the door creaked open. An older woman stood in the doorway. Her eyes were red and swollen from crying, and she was clutching a phone in her hand. Her voice was quiet, almost a whisper, when she spoke. "I needed a minute," she said, her gaze fixed on him. "I needed a minute, because I recognized your knock." Marcus froze, every muscle in his body. Tensing, he couldn't understand. She continued, her voice trembling. "I've practiced opening this door in my head for 34 years." She opened the door wider, inviting him inside. The first thing he saw were photo frames lining the walls and shelves, but every single one of them was empty. Confused, he looked at her. She explained, "I never put any pictures in them, because I always told myself, someday he might walk in." At that moment, Marcus broke down. He fell to his knees, sobbing. All his life, he had built a narrative that she didn't fight for him, that she didn't want him. But the truth was so much more profound. She never stopped fighting. She never stopped waiting.